Hello viewers! Today I'm going to show you how to make pine makgeolli and prevent scurvy. So let's make some delicious medicinal Korean rice wine. If you like this video, please click that like button and subscribe. So we're going to brew with pine needles. It's important to know what kind of pine tree you're dealing with, and right outside the house there's an eastern white pine. It's literally the first tree in my tree book. It was easy to identify. But my first test is to make some pine needle tea. So I get a small amount of pine needles. I use water that's not boiling because the boiling water destroys vitamin C, and we want to avoid scurvy. So I'm just doing this test to make sure this doesn't give me a stomach ache or something. So I make a weak tea with the pine needles and it is fine. So next day I am going to make the pine needle makgeolli. So this is the recipe that I'm going to follow. Two-stage recipe. First stage is rice flour porridge, juk. Second stage, 2 days later, is with hard steamed rice, godubap. So let's get into it. Day 0, we're going to make the rice flour porridge, 200 grams of rice powder, and 800 milliliters of water, and stir that on medium heat until it gets thick. That'll take 5 or 10 minutes. So, and it'll thicken suddenly, so so pay attention. Don't leave it on the stove. It'll start bubbling over pretty quickly if you leave it alone. Okay, so that's it. It's thickened. So we're going to use this juk, but before we can use it, we're going to set it aside to cool to room temperature. And as we're waiting, we're going to mix up the naruk, 100 grams of naruk, 200 milliliters of water, and a 1/4 teaspoon of wine yeast. And stir that up well. And we're going to use that later. Okay, so now it's cooled down, and now I can mix in the naruk. And if I stir this enough, it'll loosen up and become more liquid. The more you can stir it, the better. And the reason I want it more liquid is so I can pour it in the jar a little easier. Okay, so this is the first stage, the starting stage. And we're going to keep the lid loose and ferment it in a dark cabinet. And it happens to be around 18 degrees Celsius. So the next day, it's fermenting, it's bubbling. And I stir it twice a day for the first 2 days. So the next day, we're going to make the godubap. First step for this is 800 grams of sweet rice, chapsal. First step is to wash it well. I usually wash it 9 times. Takes about 15 minutes. And let it soak for at least 3 hours. And after that time, drain it for half an hour. So this time I picked about 100 grams of pine needles. First thing to notice is that these pine needles are in clusters of 5. That's going to help identify what kind of pine tree this is. So I'm going to prepare these needles now. First thing I do is rinse them well. And I only want the green parts. So I remove all the debris, the stems, any brown needles. And since I'm trying to be careful, this is quite tedious. It takes quite a bit of time to do this. My plan was to steam half of these needles and to use the other half raw. I thought that would be interesting to do that. it is quite tedious to examine each individual pine needle. But I just want the best green parts to brew with. Wait a minute, what's this? What did I find here? Okay, so this convinced me that I should steam all of the pine needles. I don't want to use any of it raw because there could be a little worm on some of the pine needles. So let's steam all of it. And I'm going to cut these pine needles into quarters to try to release more oil. Hopefully get more flavor out of them. So I'll get the steamer ready, get the steamer up to temperature. And including my steaming cloth. Now that the water is almost boiling in the steamer, I'm going to put about half the rice in the steamer and then put in the pine needles and then top it off with the rest of the rice and press it down a bit. I don't actually want the pine needles to touch the cloth. And steam it for 40 minutes. After that's done, carefully take it out and spread it out to cool. Now, it smells a little weird. It sounds like some kind of cooked green vegetable a bit. Doesn't really have a piney smell. Okay, so the first stage, stir it up and then put in all the steamed rice and the steamed pine needles. So it's a little awkward with all these little pieces of pine needle all over the place. So this is some extra work. And then mix it up by hand. And it does have a different texture because of the pine needles. All right. So loose lid again and put it in the cabinet to ferment. And the next day, okay, it's absorbed all the water. I see a lot of bubbles. I hear bubbles. So it does look like gas is sort of building up in larger bubbles below the surface. It smells good, but it doesn't seem liquid enough. So I'm going to stir it. I was expecting more to happen by this time, but it's relatively cool. So I'm going to take my time. And just to be sure, I stir a few more times. On day 16, I stir it. And on day 18, I stir it. Still smelling good. It is fermenting. I'm just going to give it extra time. And maybe on day 26 it'll be ready. Well, let's stir it up one last time and bottle it. So I'm going to filter in 2 stages this time because all those pine needles, I don't think I'm going to be able to filter it properly with my normal bag. I don't want it to poke through the bag. So I'm going to try to get out the pine needles just in this colander first. And that seemed to work. I squeeze it out, squeeze out as much liquid as I can, and I have a whole mass of pine needles. Okay, and there's still some pine needles that got through there. I'm going to take them out with chopsticks. And I'm going to filter it again in my normal bag. Okay, so it's pretty easy to squeeze. There's not much more solids in there. Okay, so I have the Just the most liquid part left. Time to bottle. It does seem relatively thick. So this is what was left over, 421 grams. And this is my pine needle makgeolli. I'll have a taste right now. It does taste quite bright and green. Not so much pine taste. I was expecting more pine taste. It does have a bit of a vegetable taste, or like steamed green vegetables, which is that's not really what I wanted. I wanted more of the pine taste. But let's see what happens in a few days. Now the sediments haven't settled very much. Not a lot of chongju, the top layer here. That's interesting. So I think that has to do with the texture. It does seem to have more of a thick texture. Maybe the oils of the pine needles affect the thickness of the brew. So let's see how it tastes. Okay, the taste test. Oh, so the texture is thick. Okay, so there's more pine flavor than when I tasted it right after bottling. Maybe it also helps that this is cold. Okay, so it's a pretty sharp taste. Very bright. And then the aftertaste is the pine. Okay, and there seems to be plenty of alcohol. Okay, so naturally this does taste a little medicinal, but that's to be expected, and that's sort of what I wanted. This is just what you need to prevent scurvy during the winter. Have some pine needle makgeolli. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.